So we got some major breaking true crime news. Jordan Vander Sloot. Everyone knows this guy, the scumbag that killed Natalee Holloway, killed a innocent girl out there on a trip in the prime of her life, just getting life going, and her life was snuffed out by this dirtbag. And it's so crazy that he confessed to the murder, but still has never been brought to justice for it. And then he even went on to add horrible insult to horrible injury by extorting the family out of money, getting money out of them, giving false info where they could find her remains. Just a real pure evil piece of garbage. Now, if you don't remember, he ended up going to jail for killing another girl as he's in this Peruvian jail. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, Chalapaca prison, which is said to be the home of the most dangerous inmates, and no joke. And it's a shock to me, as the big update here is that he got attacked in this big brawl. And I'm surprised this guy is still living, as a lot of people want this guy's head. Officials from the prison have said this. The other crime that he's incarcerated behind was a girl that he was dating, Stephanie Flores Ramirez, and her dad is said to be like owner of a club and stuff like that. And he's someone in this area, and there's people in the prison, from my understanding, are willing to put in work for this guy. Like, a lot of people want to kill this dude, period. Hurt him, plain and simple, all that. And it almost sounds like, from the reports that we're hearing of this, that the guards kind of let it happen in a sense, because it said that he just got like bruises and lacerations checked by the medical staff, and they threw him right back in general population. But in part of the press release, it says that that he was attacked by two inmates, and they describe a brawl going on, but they say when more inmates got involved, the guards stepped in. And I don't know, in some ways that I'm hearing the way of this prison being described, it sounds like in Prison Break. I forget were they in Panama or something? Like how that prison was no joke, and in a way the inmates ran the prison. This place kind of sounds like that in a sense, and it's just shocking to me to hear the prison officials say, yeah, like a lot of people want this dude's head. This girl's father was somebody, he has some status, and I don't know, just the way I'm hearing it all broke down, I'm surprised they stopped it at all. And I'm surprised that this is the first time this has really happened and that this dude is still alive. But other people that have done time with him have said he's an arrogant douchebag, walks around like he owns the joint. People that known him since he was a youth always said he was aggressive, an in-your-face type person, just the kind of person no one really likes. Once again, described him as arrogant and just violent. So everyone out there, if you know someone like that, like a lot of times people who do flucked up, horrible things, there was a lot of signs throughout life. That's just food for thought. Keep that in mind. Anyone coming up, like I had some scumbag friends that, I'm not saying they went on to go kill anyone or anything, but I have friends like that I really kind of didn't care for. And the only reason you're friends with them is because you know them a long time, but they get into more and more ish and no one likes them. You're like, why do I mess with them at all? Cut ties with those people. People show signs of who they are. React, you know what I mean? But like I was saying, I'm shocked that this dude is still alive or whatever. The prison officials have also said he's kind of connected in a way. As I remember back when Natalee Holloway was missing, they always reference this dude as a prince or something like that. And I think he's like a Dutch prince or tied to royalty in some way like that. I really don't know the story behind all that. If anyone knows, please comment. If like the people still mess with him after he's killed these women, two women, I don't know why anyone would want to associate with someone like that. But if they do, I don't know where that status comes from. But they basically said this guy went into this prison and got a bunk, and the prison doesn't involve themselves in those kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? Like how I was saying, certain things I hear about this prison makes it sound like Prison Break, Panamanian prison, where it's just pure chaos. Because like in the US, right? I mean, I don't know, I've never been to prison, but I've always heard from a lot of people that I know who've been there, and obviously on YouTube, there's whole communities dedicated to bringing prison content. You know, the guards want it to be known they run the prison. Like there's politics with inside the prison, but if they want to throw you in the hole or beat your ass or something like that, they will. And hey, this bunk's yours, that bunk's yours. You're going to this part of the prison. You're going to that prison. We're putting you here or there. Sounds like they just threw this dude in a spot where they throw the most dangerous inmates, and they're like, we surprised he got himself a bunk. He's somebody. A lot of people don't even have a bunk. They're sleeping on the floor in that motherfucker. So who knows if, you know, they're saying he's connected. Like, does he have people watching his back? Or are people just fear this dude? Can he back up? Like, what his shitty attitude, you know what I'm saying? Like, can he defend himself? Is he nice with the hands? I don't know. I mean, typically people that just murder women are like cowards and whatnot. I don't know, you know? But isn't this just mind-blowing that this dude's in this kind of prison that almost sounds like a third world country where the officials are like, yeah, a lot of people want him gone. The person, the second female that he's serving time for, that he killed, her dad is someone, and this guy is still walking around. Like, I don't know. I want to do some more digging on this and find more out. Like, listen, it's good prisoners have rights and all that. As a lot of bad ish went on behind prison walls, you know, just like in the streets where there's people that have been thrown in prison innocent, had their rights violated and stuff like that. And from my understanding, bad things like that still happen in prison way more than on the street. I don't think they have body cams in prison unless like an emergency response team is coming to take someone to the hole or something like that. They got to have video for liability reasons. But in the streets, we know most places have body cams nowadays. But I known people that were COs and stuff like that that flat out told me back in the day, say some sick ex-offender came in there, like they would have an inmate that maybe they mess with, like respected and, you know, didn't have sick, disturbing charges, you know, that they deemed to be a stand-up person for being in prison. Like, hey, go bust this dude's head open over there, this sick offender and stuff like that. And they would get dealt with. Nowadays, those types of things don't happen as much, but in a prison like this, like I said, it just sounds like all out chaos. Somehow this guy is still standing, but who knows? Maybe this could set the precedent for someone to further get at this guy. Maybe there's a bag raid on his head, and this could just be one of many attempts. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Everyone's luck runs out at some point, and somehow this evil piece of garbage has had a lot of luck. Is it his royalty status or what? Get in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Subscribe and stay tuned for more true crime updates. I'm out of here.